show, let's talk about first your celebrated fashion sense. How did you know, or how early on in life did you realize that you love to dress up?
I think when I was in kindergarten, I was crying because I didn't have a new dress.
Totoo nga.
Yeah, kasi my mom and dad were traveling. Tapos sabi ko, bakit wala akong new dress for this Christmas pageant or whatever? So nagpabili ako ng yellow dress. That's the start of my love affair with fashion.
Match?
Red, yata. I never matched.
I never.
Yeah, I always had some weird sense.
So even now, diba? You're known for that. And everything's not...
Nothing too matchy.
Yeah, that's what keeps it interesting.
Right, and I also always like to take away something. Like when before I leave the house, I make it a practice na I look in the mirror and then babawasan ko ng isang bagay.
So you follow that rule?
Yes.
Ever since?
Later in life na. Of course, in my younger years, I made a lot of mistakes also. Diba?
What do you splurge on? Is it shoes, bags, clothes, jewelry?
Splurge. It depends because I think I have more shoes than bags. Pero mas mura yung shoes, diba?
So if yung bags mo?
Mas medyo, yeah. Because I also learned, like, when I was younger, I used to buy a lot of little things. Like, kunyari, may red bag dito, may pink bag. Iba-iba, diba? Ang dami-dami. Pero now, I save na lang my money and then I buy
one big one.
Right,
yeah, one big one.
Significant thing,
yes.
So, Daphne, see, I told you I'm kind of formal.
You're so serious.
Ano ba, Daph? So, Daphne, how does it feel na papasaman ka sa best dressed women in Manila?
Ask Lucy, magkasabay kami noon.
Bakit wala ako doon?
No, but what was it like, Daphne? It was fun, no?
It was a great experience. And I think it's also, it makes me feel really weird also when you get featured for the way you dress. I don't know, because it's not something...
It's not a conscious effort.
And it's not my work, you know. If you're featured for your work, diba, wow, bongga. But if it's the way you dress, parang... It's so subjective. Depende yun sa tumitingin, diba? So parang I feel very humbled when people, you know, ask about my clothes or whatever.
So how do you stay fit? Just watching over your kids?
Yeah, and I'm still breastfeeding.
Galing mo naman. After how many years?
Yes. Not naman years. I have an 11-month-old baby.
Tingnan mo naman yung katawan.
11 months.
Hindi naman. 11 months na maglalakad na nga.
But usually, new mommies just do it for what? 3 months?
Yeah, in fact, the Philippines has the lowest rate of breastfeeding moms beyond 6 months. So I want to show that you can breastfeed and still go to work.
What's that, you pump milk?
I pump milk. I'm in the process of weaning now because the schedule is really, really hectic.
Yeah.
And my baby has 5 teeth.
5? Ang cute, no?
5.
Pero ang sakit na, no?
Yeah.
Pag nagigigil.
Yeah, and okay na siya. So I think it's time to wean. And breastfeeding is a good way to lose weight right away after giving birth.
Do you have any hobby?
Hobby ko ngayon,
Tell us how that came about.
This one, actually, it started, you know, I live in an antique house. I think it's been shown in some shows here in QTV and also in some magazines. Super bahay na bato siya. And I inherited it from my husband inherited from his...
So that's where you live?
I live in a bahay na bato. As in Capiz windows and adobe, you know, talagang probinsyano house with lots of antiques. So we
you kept it that way naman?
We kept it that way. We modernized it downstairs. Kasi young pa naman kami, diba? So with young children, so we renovated the downstairs. But with a lot of the saints there, and then my mother-in-law had a lot of antique collection. So my husband one day gave me a gift with all these mga santo enamel medallions.
From his lola?
From his mother and lola. And they're all antique. So I thought, wow, it's so nice to wear them all together and show, parang accessory rin siya. At the same time, you're showing your faith, diba?
Yes.
So I wore them. Next thing you know, people were asking about them.
Where you got them.
Yeah, so
it's
now,
really nice.
Yeah, now I have a supplier who paints them from Europe. It's a European guy. It's hand-painted, 8 layers of enamel. So it can last a century, forever.
Yes.
So I set them in gold. So biglang naging jewelry designer na ako. So because last year while I was pregnant with Lily, my 10-month-old baby, I had so much more time at home.
So that's how you fit the hobby into your schedule.
I discovered a new aspect of my life that I never thought I had. When I ended my other show, I had so much time at home and I started making these things and it really unleashed like so much creativity.
Creative juices, no? That you never knew was hidden inside.
Right.
what are the future plans for your line of jewelry? Are you toying with new designs or new ideas?
Yeah, there's still so much for me to learn.
Yes.
Like I would like to take a course in gemology because I want to go that way.
Oh,
like
okay.
real gold and real. This is
And
real
real-
gold.
yeah.
Yeah, but I want to know the properties of gold and
Yes,
work
yes.
with my hands and also look at stones. So I was hoping to study that this year, but then this wonderful offer from QTV came.
Yes, tell us about your new
Yes.
show.
Okay.
The show is called Proudly Filipina, and it airs every Thursday night starting July 5 at
Okay.
8:30. And it's profiles of women that lead inspirational lives. Yeah, and that can empower women who are watching. Like women like you, Lucy, and you. Everyone has a story. We all know we have...
Everyone has a story to share, no?
Yeah. So that's right here on QTV every Thursday night at 8:30. Proudly Filipinas.
But thanks, Daphne, for being here and for
Thanks,
sharing your
Thank
tips
you.
with
Thanks,
us.
Wilma.
We
Give
hope
my
to
regards
have
to
you
Patrick.
again. Ayan na naman. Give my regards to Patrick.
Ikaw ha.
Si Patrick.
He says hi.
He does, sorry. Okay. When we come back, we will create a door tag. Stay with us.
Every day's a new beginning. Every night a start of something brand.
Calcium with vitamin D and minerals for stronger bones. Caltrate Plus.
Lagi ko ka-IDD through internet yung girlfriend ko sa LA. Eh, ang bagal ng broadband ko.